As you can see from the title of this video, I'm sharing it with you today to emphasize the fact that I am all in on what we are doing at BridgeMind. I'm all in on the mission. I'm all in on vibe coding an app until I make $1 million. And something that I wanted to share in this video is that I wanted to share a look into my past and where I've come from. And I think that this video that I'm about to share with you shows essentially the mindset and the approach that I've taken over the past several years that has brought me to where I am today. And I could say all sorts of things about what I predict or what my vision is for the future, but I think that the video that you're about to watch says some of those things in itself. It's in a different context, and it's obviously, the video that you're about to watch is actually from 2024, January 3rd, 2024. So about 2 years ago now. And some of the things that are mentioned in the video I found to be very, very interesting because the AI tools that we had back then in 2024 have evolved into something entirely new and way more powerful. And I think that this is going to continue, and that those on the cutting edge of this technology are going to be significantly rewarded. So I thought I would share this because I am all in, and I think that sharing a video from my personal past, from a different time when I was working on a different startup, in a completely different situation in life, I think that sharing this will show you where I've come from, as well as some of that mindset and the vision that I had for the future. And then to mention to all of you that I do believe that the AI tools and the trajectory that these tools are on is going to continue. So as you'll see, as I mentioned a couple things in the video, but I thought it would be helpful to share it because it shows a little bit about where I've come from. It shows a little bit into my past and a different time of life for me. But I wanted to share it because we're approaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. The other social platforms are growing quickly as well, and I'm just totally all in. So I wanted to share this moment from my past so that it would give all of you a vision into where I've come from. And then I think from that vision, I just want to kind of project where I'm going. And I could mention that again now, but maybe I will at the end of the video. But enjoy the clip and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, join the community, join BridgeMind by liking and subscribing. Make sure you do that, and enjoy the clip, guys. So over the past about 9 months, I started in April of 2023. I just learned how powerful ChatGPT was. So I started to learn programming on Codecademy. I've just taken some lessons on HTML and CSS and Python and JavaScript, and eventually over the summer I decided to enroll in a full stack developer course. Now, this full stack developer course taught me how to program, and I spent some time building my own websites, like a business website for my my MatthewMiller.com, basically, presenting my resume, working on the HTML and CSS. But I kind of got burned out because to be able to program at a high level takes a lot of time, and only programming for 3 or 4 months is not going to set you apart and allow you to create some really meaningful websites that are powerful and useful to consumers. So about at the end of July, I had an idea for this influencer marketing business that would allow influencers and brands to connect in a way that was not being done. And I started to create websites. In my first website, instead of just programming the whole thing by myself, I started to use ChatGPT to give me ideas to edit my code, and I started to learn how to really use these tools. And it was that first website where I learned, wow, you can actually just automate this whole process now with artificial intelligence in ChatGPT. And in the future, these technologies are going to get better. So if I am a programmer that's only been introduced to programming for 4 months, and I see the power of using an artificial intelligence tool and how much further that's going to bring me than just programming and learning on my own, what I saw was, okay, I need to learn the syntax and learn what I'm looking at, but artificial intelligence can do the rest. If I can figure out how to prompt it correctly and how to formulate its outputs to me correctly and efficiently, and edit the errors, edit what I need on the outputs, then I can do some pretty powerful things. So I made this first website in about a week's time, and I released it. I had a business email. I set up all the hosting, and everything that I was doing, I was learning through artificial intelligence tools. Learning how to host the website, learning how to set up my DNS records, learning how to set up my SPF records, everything. Every blockade that I met, ChatGPT, every single one, immediately. Walking me through how to navigate a site, where to find something on a website, where to find something on GoDaddy, how much something was going to cost, how to everything, ChatGPT, immediately, bang, ChatGPT. So taking this philosophy, I moved on to this idea of, hey, I could create an influencer marketplace where, maybe influencers could sign up and brands could sign up and meet together and meet in the middle, and they would correspond with each other. They could message each other. They could post their own profiles, and they could pay each other all on the website. It was a great idea. So I started to work on a React website, and I programmed an entire React website and started to get users to sign up. And I actually got about, I think just in a 3 or 4 day span, it was 40 influencers to sign up. And then I made a deal with a talent agency to get about 50 more. So I had around 100 influencers on this React website. And that's when I just started to realize, how far off I really was. Because to contact the influencers, I would have to either email them with spam. So I would send out 300 spam emails per day, sometimes 1,000, and get these influencers to sign up on the website. But the problem is there's no brands that are on the website because the website just wasn't professional enough, and they're not willing to use that. So I decided, okay, I need to change this. I need to make it faster. I need to make it look more professional. I need to look more creative. I need to display these profiles. So I created a next.js website and essentially did the same thing but improved it. And what I was met with was, even if the influencers sign up, people have a hard time creating their profiles because I don't have the programming mind to be able to create a super user-friendly experience in that context. So I kind of decided to pivot, and rather than diving deep into the influencer marketplace right now and getting influencers and brands to sign up at the same time, I've decided to target only one of those. I've decided to target brands because they're the ones that are willing to spend money, and they have the money to be able to throw $100 a month at a product. And that's how you can start to get your way into this market. So my idea that I have been working on and have now been building and have finished building is influencermarketplace.ai. And my vision is to get into this market with providing brands useful data and analysis on these influencers that they can use to manage their influencer marketing campaigns. So they can use our website to be able to find influencers, to find the data on these influencers, and to be able to contact them with contact emails. So right now what we're doing is we are building influencer profiles for brands to use in their own influencer marketing campaigns. But what this is going to lead to is slowly over the coming months, as we really push marketing and actually growing revenue in business, because right now we're at zero. But over the past 2 weeks, I built this new website, and I believe that it could build some traction if I work hard enough. All right, so I hope that you guys got something out of that. It's interesting because now with hindsight, I'm able to see how everything played out. And the business that I was actually working on at that time, influencermarketplace.ai, did fail. And it failed because the market was very, very difficult to enter. I did not know what I know now on how to market a product. I did not understand what truly it meant to build a product that was going to be scalable. I did not understand my programming skills were not at the level that they actually are now. And something that I want to share, about, just sharing this in general, is that you are not defined by one phase of your life, and every part of your life means something, and everything that you go through means something. It's for a purpose. And that phase of my life was, in my mind now, the struggle that I had to go through to gain some of the skills and knowledge that would then break down the future barriers to then work on better, more difficult, more rewarding products and companies. And no matter what the outcome is with whatever you are working on, whatever goals that you have in life personally, I think that just being in the arena, that man in the arena speech is very interesting. It's all about being in the arena and actually being the person that fights and tries. And I think that that is very, very inspiring. And I've decided that that is the person that I want to be, no matter what outcome ends up happening. And I think that something that you saw in that video was that I saw back then the power of the AI tools. And I saw into the future, all right, they're going to continue to get better. And I still believe that. I still believe that the tools that we use today, that we even now, tools like Cursor or Codex, all these, more programming tools, it's just the beginning. And those that can really harness it and can be essentially an AI manager and be able to harness AI to do their bidding are going to be the people that are going to be able to be incredibly successful in the future. It's a totally different future than what you would have 5 years ago prior to AI tools and ChatGPT. So with that being said, I just want to thank everyone for giving me the ability to live out my dream and to be able to do this, because obviously, 2 years later, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still programming. I'm still working on startups. I'm still using AI every day. And it's just different now. It's a different startup. It's different businesses. It's a different concept. It's a different world. But I'm just very excited for the future. I think that things are going to change. I think that the vision that I have, I do have a very firm vision in my mind. I have an image of what I'm going to do, and I'll probably share that behind the scenes and maybe release it later. But I'm very, very excited for what the future holds. And again, the purpose of this video is to just emphasize to all of you that I am all in on what I'm doing with BridgeMind, and that, if you guys are joining in this journey, I am not going to waste your time and just give up. Even if we meet failure, even if we meet difficult times, I will break through every single barrier. I don't think that there's anything that's going to stop me. So thank you for your support, and I am very, very excited for what the future holds. So I'll see you guys in the future.